Hello, I'm Siddhartha Khastagi. I'm the head of verification and validation for connected and autonomous vehicles at WMG, University of Warwick. Okay, the User Behavior Forum at the ITS UK is actually focused on ensuring that we as engineers or service providers include the requirements from a user perspective right from the design phase of the product or the service. More often than not, what we've seen is requirements from a usability or a user perspective are added as a bolt-on after a product has been designed or after a service has been designed. That not only means that it's not the most efficient and ideal way of designing a product, but also it's not the best product that can be created. And at the end of the day, people or the users don't fancy using them or don't accept them. And then the whole purpose of creating a product or a service is not achieved because people will not accept them. So if we want to make a difference from various ITS technologies, and which all of us as engineers do want that, we need to be absolutely certain that we are including requirements from a user's perspective right from day zero, or even before that, when we are conceiving the idea of a product or a service. So I think we've got one of the most diverse forums, to be honest, because user behavior means understanding the behavior of the end user, and end user inherently is very, very diverse. So we talk to the average Joe on the public, we talk to people with disabilities, we talk to people with ethnic minorities to understand where they are coming from in terms of requirements for traveling. Now, how do we achieve that as part of the forum? We've got various events and webinars that we conduct during the year where we've got experts from various organizations engaging and giving their perspective. And at the end of these events, we've got a very lively Q&A to understand if we've hit the requirements, the design brief from the user's perspective, or if there's something better that we need to do in terms of our design processes. So I would say that's one of the ways that we do reach out to the public, but also all of our members, ITS UK members, are doing that on a daily basis. They are reaching out to the average Joe in the public to understand what are their design requirements or what are their expectations from a product or a service when it comes to ITS. So we've been very fortunate, like just this year in 2020, we've had 4 virtual events and a physical event. We all know that we are living in a life of COVID in lockdown, so a lot of our events are now virtual. But what I would like to point out one of our webinars where Dr. Peter Burns from Transport Canada gave a very insightful talk around human factors or human error is not a cause of an accident, it's actually a symptom of an accident. Whenever you talk about accident investigations, be it aviation, be it automotive, be it rail, the investigation tends to bring the blame on human error. And that talk that we had from Dr. Burns was very insightful in the sense that we should move away from saying the cause of the accident was human error, and we should be saying we had the symptom as human error, but the cause is actually a flawed design where user requirements were not brought in early enough in the design phase. User behavior forum is very diverse. So autonomous vehicle or autonomy in automotive is just one application. We've also got applications in rail, in aviation, in just logistics, moving goods from one place to the other. One of the things that we're trying to address or trying to do as part of the forum is make a systemic shift in our thinking and take a systems approach to a design process. And when I say systems approach, I include the human or the user as part of that system. So the future of the user behavior forum is providing thought leadership and being able to bring this change in the way we think and implementing systems thinking with the user a part of the system. A lot of the systems thinking that happens today in most organizations does systems thinking, but without the user as a part of the system. And that's the change that we want to bring in through the user behavior forum and their activities.